Alright, so in this part of the video, I'm going to deal with the application of glitter on eyes. Okay, so it's not for any other makeup but just the eyes. I think the theory largely remains the same as pigments. You can use pigments and reflects or glitters just the way you would choose to in makeup. But I'm just showing you the techniques, the way in which you can keep it in one place where it doesn't spill too much. So basically you're keeping an eye on the techniques and not so much where I'm putting the glitter. Having said that, placement also is important. With precise placement of reflective products, the makeup just looks even better than you actually planned for it to. So again, there's a real correlation between contouring and highlighting, because together when they're placed in very specific areas, they actually make each other look great. They actually complement the way the other part of the makeup looks. So I'm just going to show you again a different kind of eye makeup, but I'm going to show you the placement of glitter. And here you should pay attention to the fact that the glitter is kept or held in place with a certain technique, and how much to use, what kind of tools, and so on and so forth. So makeup wise, I'm just doing a basic pretty eye, but I'm going to dress it up with glitter and show you how you can use that and add a third dimension to your makeup. So as always, I will make sure that the base is really even and lines are removed before the application of your makeup, because then they won't reappear in your makeup. I have already primed her lids with a bit of foundation and powder. I'm doing a simple makeup, so it's not so much about the eye makeup, but the star of the show is glitter here. Just quickly running a blue through her eye. It's a blue pencil. Just taking it up, not so much to create any kind of shape or anything, but just doing a messy kind of thick liner. I'm going to take a pencil brush and just quickly blend that through, kind of soften it towards the edges and along the eye. So what I'm doing again is just creating a base for my eyeshadow. Not paying attention right now to how much I'm blending or anything, just kind of softening everything out. Basically, I'm showing you how you can quickly achieve something and you don't have to spend so much time, even if you're doing this as a professional thing. Sometimes, in fact, sometimes on shoots and personal assignments with your clients, there's very little time, and makeup artist gets the least amount of time, let me be honest. And somehow within all those limitations and restrictions, you have to work the best that you can to create the best effect that you can. And looks like these can really, give you great effects in makeup without having to struggle with time, So these are fabulous ways to make something look very pretty but still, be very effective, although simple. So just giving it a good base, a blend. You can take makeup, dressy makeup as far as you want, or keep it as sophisticated and simple as you want. I really love watching, makeup videos that have, out of the box makeup, which you probably won't wear or think to put on a client anywhere else. But it opens up a world of creativity, and that's as far as you can take things like this. And pigment use and glitter use can be put to maximum use and effect. But I think basics need to be really strong. You need to understand how to place them so they won't muck up your makeup in time. If you're wearing it for a period of time, it needs to stay put. So those things are important as well. Just making it a bit deeper, my base. Right now it's not tidy, I'm just keeping it within the eye, but kind of just softly blending it off. Taking the blending brush and taking a blue-green eyeshadow, just a dab. Now the cream that I've already put will help me keep this in place as well. So I'm just creating my first shadow here. Super basic. I've done some eyeshadow videos earlier, and if you've gone through those, you'll see that this is literally a two-color combination. And the pigment and the glitter add a third dimension to your makeup. The rest of it is pretty basic. Just going in really deep with this color to give it contrast. So literally the cream of the pencil is helping me keep this color in place. So my sweet model actually requested for a blue eye. Not like in a fight blue eye, but like a pretty blue eye. So I'm obliging. She's patiently been sitting through. So that's another thing, right? You have to work patiently. So especially with detailed looks which have color combinations, blending. What's most important is to pay attention to technique, and and it takes a patience from both your client and from yourself. Thing is to enjoy the process always. So if you can see, I've just created like a general outline, a skeleton of what I want. It's just a two-color eyeshadow I'm going to do. I'm just doing the transition color which I mentioned earlier in my earlier eyeshadow videos. Just to blend off the harsh lines. See, all this has to do with finishing of a makeup. It's all the finishing things that you do to clean up a makeup and to give it very sophisticated finish. So basically I'm just now going to add a powder underneath. I mean, you could have done this before, or you can add a base after. You can choose to do that. I'm just adding this all over her nose, the sides of her nose as well, because glitters again are really tricky to work with. They can wreck the rest of your face, let me be honest. They can fall, they fly all over, and sometimes you'll find them on your clothes or eyebrows or skin a few days after using them as well. So she may look a bit comical right now with the powder on her nose and stuff, but it's better safe than sorry, as I like to say. Just putting some powder on the sides of her nose as well. just to catch the fall, and there will be a fall, I'll tell you that, no matter how careful you are. So yeah, now I'm just going to add the second color that I wanted in this makeup, just to give the glitter a background. So here's the thing with glitter, right? Whether you're using it on your lips or your eyes, it looks fantastic when it has a background. And a background, by background I mean something that supports that color. So for example, if your glitter is a pearly blue, then it's nice to have a bluish or greenish color, something like a background happening. Likewise with your lips, it's better if you're going on your lips with glitter, it's nice to have a skin background or a red background for red glitter, and so on and so forth. I'm not saying it doesn't look good on bare skin. You can use it on bare skin. In fact, I'm going to show you how to use it on bare skin. But I'll show that somewhere else. So the effect is different. But if you want to create a colored look with it, it's nice to put it on a background as a layering. So I'm just going in with the second layer of my eyeshadow. It's not going to be the star of the makeup. The star is still going to be the glitter. I'm taking this lovely shimmery marine blue-green. And if you notice, I've taken it on my blending brush because I don't want the color to be very intense, just very soft. And I'm placing it where you would normally place a reflective color. So in the beginning, very inner corner of your eyes, going into the center. So almost like halfway, a little over halfway into your lid. All right. Now you already, by doing it with the blending brush, you already kind of reduced your blending time. So I'm just going to again take the darker color, blend off, give it more intensity. Just blending off the corners. I like when the light catches part of the eyelid and the rest of it goes into darkness, and there's a certain sophistication about blending like that. I think that is the technique largely in makeup placement, and once you get that started, you can take your makeup looks anywhere, because the key things in makeup are placement and blending, and when done right, it actually takes lesser time to fiddle with your makeup. You have lesser adjustments to make. Everything looks more finished. So this is largely the makeup done. I'm trying to keep things very simple and show you how even simple makeup can have dramatic effects. Okay, now here's the fun part, right? I'm going to do the glitter. I'm not messing with the bottom of the eye. I'll deal with that later. All right. So ideally, you need to have a spatula, but a makeup artist got to do what a makeup artist got to do. I'm using a nail file. I'm just going to take a little bit of pigment and transfer it into, I'm showing you the color in just a minute. Keep the products that you're picking up pigments with very far away from yourself, because if they tend to fly or fall, you'll have a big spill out, and you won't believe this, you think I'm exaggerating. They have a way of just flying and finding themselves on your clothes, particularly if you're working on a model, and taking it out is a real nuisance. So anyway, I've taken out a small amount of pigment in the lid of the jar itself. So that's a blue-green kind of pigment with pearl. I'm just going to use it as an accent on the eyes. All right, now the placement is important. So there's two ways of doing it, right? Earlier, if you remember, I did mention this product. It's a mixing medium. Okay, now if you mix it with this, it tends to become more water resistant. It kind of doesn't move as much as it would otherwise. Taking a tiny little drop, again, damp, not wet. Okay, if you're using it on your brush, it's always damp, not wet. Because if it is wet, it will transfer and it will stay like a blob. Now, you don't want that. You want it to be flexible. Your makeup has to be flexible. So I'm taking a small little touch of it with my flat eyeshadow brush. Then again, I'm dipping it flat in the glitter. Now this glitter is very finely milled. It's milled to a point of being so fine that's like dust. Now here's a different kind of application. Now in this makeup, you can see the light is catching her eye from the center of the eye till the inner corner. I'm just going to flatter that additionally by placing the glitter right there. Now if you notice, with glitter, you don't sweep the brush across the eye, you tap. You just pat it. So what are you doing while you're patting? You're just placing the glitter in its respective spot. You don't want to move it where it shouldn't go to. Now if you noticed, with the application using this, it has stayed put. Now if I did that without, I promised to you that the glitter would fall all over the face, and that cleanup would not be so great. Another way you can do this is by spraying, like I mentioned earlier. You can spray your brush from a distance, make it damp, not wet, and the same thing would happen. You can pick up your glitter and then use it. But right now I'm sticking to the technique that I chose, taking a bit of the mixing medium, tapping it flat into my glitter, taking it from inside and pat, pat, pat. I'm not sweeping the color across, I'm literally patting it into place where I want to see it. All right, there you go. I think that's largely, where I want to take it. I don't want much more than that. And this is largely just a demonstration of how you can use it to good effect. You could use it till the edge, but then you know what will happen. It will become one flat screen of light, and that's great too, but it's not ideal in makeup. It's nice to have a combination of darker areas, lighter areas. That's pretty much how all eye makeup should work. So there's two ways of removing glitter. Of course, if you're lucky enough, then your earlier sweep of powder should have worked just enough to lift off the glitter. Well, in our case, it seems to have worked perfectly well. The glitter has just come off. All right. Now, sometimes there's always a remainder. There's some bits that you don't want, especially in a photo shoot. You don't want glitter around your mouth and around your nose. Look up, please. So now if I look at her face, I can see a bit of glitter where I don't want to see it, especially in a photo shoot. So I can see some glitter here, and the inner corner glitter actually looks very nice. I actually like that. But there's always some unsavory little person that's just traveled somewhere you don't want in a photo shoot. You can take a clear scotch tape like this, and now don't wax her skin off, that's not what you want. Very gently press and remove. So any stubborn glitter that has stuck to the face should be able to come off with that. It's also a fabulous way to take it off your lips. Once you've done a lip glitter makeup on your lips, this is a good way of getting the glitter off. So take a very fresh strip of scotch tape and literally wax off, but very gently. If you can see my hand, I'm not pressing it down. I'm just keeping it long enough for it to catch the glitter. Okay. Be very careful under the eyes because this area is sensitive. Better? So any fallen glitter can be removed by gently lifting it off with fresh rolls of scotch tape. There you go. Now of course you can tweak the makeup as you see fit. Because we like some drama here, I'm going to add false lashes and complete the makeup so you can see how it looks in spite of being so super simple. I'm just going to put a little bit of blue underneath as well. Look up. Just going to put some mascara and maybe lashes even and finish the look off. We'll see how it goes. Once the mascara is on, maybe there's no need for lashes. Again, with the glitters, what does tend to happen is normally they get on the lashes, and in a photograph they can make the lashes look very dull. So you want then to color the lashes very carefully. I like to go in from top to lift off any glitter particles that may have stuck to the lashes. I'm just going to, just because it's a look that you can play around with, I'm going to add a few lashes on as well. A set of natural lashes, nothing too dramatic, just to kind of fix the look and know that we've achieved something very pretty today. So basic lashes, basic application techniques, just right. So just going in with the lash very quickly, matching up with the original lashes. So just make sure that the lashes are stuck really close to the original lash line as well. Close. Roll your eyeball this side. For more details as to how to get your lashes on bingo, like spot on, you can catch the lash application video as well. You'll find it amongst the videos as you go through them. And there's individual lashes, you can do half lashes, anything that you please. Right now I'm just doing it for added effect. So yeah, I'm just going to fill that in with another coat of mascara, just to kind of blend the natural lashes and falsies together. This is just to give some added drama to the look. Yeah, just clean up underneath if there's any excess and over. Yeah, and there you have it. It's a pretty simple look. I'm just going to add a dab of gloss. So well, there it is, a look that's very simple, very achievable, great for basics. And again, this is not the only placement of glitter. There's a myriad ways to do it, but this is a perfect way to get started. At least your confidence levels will go up with a little bit of practice, and then it's your field to play. I hope you enjoyed these videos because they'll take you step by step into becoming an artist of your choice, creative and thinking out of the box. Enjoy it.